Well, a major sigh of relief this morning after police in Atlanta captured the man accused of shooting and killing one woman and injuring four other women. The arrest ended a tense 8-hour-long manhunt that sent Atlanta's Midtown community into a panic. People were told that they needed to shelter in place. All of this unfolding around noon local time when the suspect, 24-year-old Deon Patterson, started shooting inside of that medical facility. He was with his mother at the time. We've now learned she was not injured. 2 minutes after the shooting started, police say Patterson ran away and then stole a truck nearby. He was eventually discovered inside of a gated condo complex thanks to a tip from the public. We also know that he was seeking new treatment after being dissatisfied with the care that he was receiving from the Department of Veterans Affairs. Joining me now is Alan Judd. He's an investigative reporter with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Alan, thank you for your time this morning. 8 hours is a long stretch of time for this suspect to have been on the loose. A lot of fear in that community. What are police saying about the time and the effort it took to track him down yesterday?
He was able to get away from the scene very quickly. As you said, within 2 minutes of when the shootings occurred, he ran to a nearby gas station where someone had left a pickup truck unattended with the engine running. So he grabbed that and took off and drove north to suburban Cobb County, probably 10, 15 miles away, parked the truck in a parking garage, and then took off apparently on foot. So there were number of potential sightings of him throughout the day. Police converged on several locations. They try to triangulate some of those with video evidence that they had picked up from surveillance cameras around the area, and finally were able to start searching in an area near this condo complex when some residents told them they should check the pool house area because they thought that might be a good place to hide, and certainly that's where he turned out to be.
And was he still armed, Alan, when they confronted him?
I don't think we know that for certain. There's no reason to know that he was not. That was something that was very concerning to the police throughout the day, was that this was an armed and dangerous individual who had already obviously shot and wounded 4 people, killed 1, and was considered to be possibly unstable and on bent for causing harm.
Let's talk more about the tragic incident itself. What else is the investigation revealing about what happened inside that doctor's office?
What we've been told is he had been under care for mental health issues with the VA medical facility here in Atlanta. Was not satisfied with some of the medication he's receiving. He had asked for Ativan, which is an anti-anxiety medicine, had not received that. Apparently had an appointment of some sort at this medical practice in Midtown Atlanta, arrived there late, was told that he was not going to be able to see the doctor today or yesterday during that day, and then was enraged and pulled the gun from his satchel that he was carrying on the front of his body and opened fire in the waiting room.
And is it your knowledge that he had any connection to the people who were shot, the woman killed and the 4 others who were injured?
Not that we've been able to determine. It sounds like a couple of them may have been on the staff there. Others were apparently patients who were coming in for their own appointments.
His mom was there. She was not injured. What else is she saying?
She has said that he was not given the right medication from the VA. She apparently was cooperating with the police throughout the day as they searched for him. Another relative has described him as being having been unstable for the last several months since he was discharged from the Coast Guard, I believe in January.
So given his past and concerns about his mental health and well-being, he was armed. He carried out allegedly this deadly attack. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.